They don't see this part.
Hi, my name is Judy Gilliam, and this is my spoken essay. So I created a bunch of little questions that I will be answering for you today. My family has definitely shaped who I am today, specifically my mother. My mother was born and raised from Haiti and came here to America with my grandmother, and definitely growing up in a household where most of your family are immigrants or from a different country, it's a bit hard because I grew up always having to help my mom understand documents or go to appointments and always having that language barrier. And I definitely learned from my mom my resilience and my strength, also leadership and not giving up. Definitely, I think I've gotten most of my core values and my personality from my mom because she's also very lively and sometimes optimistic. So I would definitely say that my mom is a huge aspect of who I am today. I would say the most challenging part of high school definitely was the amount of work, but also the responsibilities that I have because I am part of many different clubs and groups. So for me, I think my time management and finding a balance between my social life and my academic life was very challenging for me personally, especially since I have AP Lang, and that was difficult. So it was a challenging part for me because I had to figure out when I had time to do my work and when I had time to watch my siblings and when I had time to do my after schools and my organizations. So definitely my time management was a challenge that I had to be put through this entire year. But I would say I was able to overcome that over time. When I got used to it, I was able to get things done on time after I found a balance between my social life, academic life, and my extracurriculars and stuff like that. I had a lot of challenging parts of high school this year, but I would say the most challenging and difficult aspect that has happened in my junior year has definitely be AP Lang. This class has definitely been the hardest for me out of all my classes that I've taken so far in high school. And I think mainly is because it was a transition from being into like honors classes to being in a more advanced class because the workload was much more difficult and increased. And there was a lot of aspects and topics and things that I didn't understand. But through my classmates, I was able to eventually grasp. I think that even though this class was hard for me, having the classmates that I do now definitely helped because of the group chats and the talks and the studying that we did together. It wasn't as hard as it would have been if I was alone. So I do think that while this was very difficult for me, my classmates made this process a lot more easier. And I would like to say I think that I've gotten a lot from this class. It has made me into a better reader and a better writer because I am not reading text like a writer. I am not understanding why the author did this. Topic, point, purpose. So I'm very proud of that. I cannot analyze rhetorical devices from a text in like 2 sentences from the intro. I'm analyzing text like how a scientist analyzes data. So I'm proud of that.
Brother, this guy stinks!
So I definitely took a lot away from this class. And I'm glad that my classmates were there to help me and for me to help them. So almost like a family almost. So I'm very, very appreciative towards them. Advice I would give upcoming juniors is to take it a day at a time. This is the year where everything counts. This is the year where there's SATs and GGPA and JSLA. There's so many tests and there's no time to be slacking. If you think that you could slack in freshman and sophomore year, this is the year where you really need to focus and lock in. This is the year where you need to figure out what you're going to do, how you're going to move on in life, and really set your ground if you didn't before. But while you are doing that, and there's going to be a lot of pressure, there's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of everything. But I want you to know that you're not alone. You have friends, you have family, just take it a day at a time. Don't stress out. There's gonna be some days where you're confused or you're not in a good mood, but I would say take some time for yourself. And when you need a break, take a break. Just don't try to stress yourself out. Don't overexert yourself. And I'm telling you, you think it's hard now, but it's gonna be harder. Final thoughts. So, as my time being a junior, I have experienced a lot of wins and a lot of losses, and it's been one of the worst and best times of my entire high school year. I am president of my organization, something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, so I definitely think I've achieved a lot of my goals, but I've also had a lot of personal growth into who I am and how I work and my environment and my time management. I've definitely improved in a lot of aspects of myself, and I definitely do think that I've grown. I personally do agree, and I am excited for the next year ahead of me and to be a senior, and also I'm excited to go into the world.